Hello, Magic players. Welcome you to episode number 30 of the Brewers Tavern. Today we try to make it a little bit more spiky again because always a round number like 10, 20, 30, we try to do something special. So at the moment we are at episode number 30, so something spiky is on. Charles, good to have you here.
Yeah, welcome. This is going to be fun. I know the first 29 episodes were great. I think everybody likes it. We have more than 100 subscribers. And I'm really excited for episode 30. And what do you have in store for today? What kind of spiky build do you have for us?
I have Lion the Bold.
All right, that's one of the best.
Unspicy, but super spiky. I hope people will like it. But I guess you will have hard times. Me and Charles... sorry, yeah. You go.
That just means that I'm the underdog, so everyone has to root for me this episode.
Yeah, but people are cheering more for you than for me. I see it in the comments. So many people write, "Yeah, super spicy deck," and I'm like, "Oh, no spice for Mitja."
Well, no one can root for Lion did Bolt, so I'm safe.
No, I know. It's like when someone plays the Lions, the good stuff Lions, which Alban played at some point. It's exactly the same. Whoever runs that, it's just boring. It's like someone is playing the deck. You know what I mean? It's like...
Well, I'm going to try to give you as hard a time as possible. Let's see what happens.
Okay, so let's move on to the deck lists. And we start with my deck list first, and we move on to your deck list, and then we play some Magic.
Sounds good.
Perfect. So let's move on. Here we go. This is my deck list. It's a super classy Lion the Bolt deck. I play 4 lightning bolts, 4 chain lightnings, 4 Serendips, 4 Savannah Lions, like everything and 4 Psionic Blast, everything which does a lot of fast damage is in the deck. I'm kind of worrying a little bit that this list is not running the full set of Moxen, because when I play Serendips, I always want to play Serendip turn 1 or 2, which is super hard when you're not playing all the Moxen. But let's see how this turns out. I guess the deck strategy is pretty simple. You just bolt your opponent or chain lightning him or Psyblast him, wheel or twister, and go on with that plan. This is basically a super strong deck plan. The deck is straightforward. There's not a lot to say about this deck. I mean, all of you know it. It's one of the tier 1 decks for sure. Just one thing, I basically copy-pasted that list from the internet because I'm not a super good Lion the Bolt player, but one issue I have with this list so far is that you can't cast Demonic or Mind Twist when your opponent puts down a city in a bottle, which could possibly happen because you play 5 lands from Arabian Nights plus 4 Serendips, so it's kind of hard when your opponent puts down city in a bottle and you can't cast Demonic and Mind Twist anymore. But we will see how this turns out. This is basically my list. Charles, shall we go on to your list, or do you have any questions about this?
No, it sounds good. It's looks like a pretty classic build. The 12 burn spell and the mana efficient creatures look really tough, and then you have the draw 7. So
exactly.
Well, let's show my list and let's see what I'm gonna try to challenge you with.
Yeah, let's move on. And here we are. Tell us a little bit about your list.
All right, so I think it's a really cool list. This is almost Olaf's exact list. The sideboard's a little different. His 15th card was a shark, and there's no way I can put that in the sideboard, so that one had to be changed. But there were a couple changes, but the main is exactly the same. And the idea to this is trying to use Animate Dead as kind of like 8 copy artifacts in the deck. So the trikes are very hard to exile. So you can play them, you can copy them, you can get them back with Animate, you can get a fresh one with Transmute. And you have 4 mana vaults. So this deck actually doesn't run. It's not a workshop deck. It doesn't run a workshop. There's only 6 robots. So kind of the idea is to use mana vaults, greedily to get out the robot, and then you have Sage of Latinum to try to get rid of the mana vault and just draw lots of cards. So that's kind of the plan. The sideboard, I don't know if we've had. There's one spicy card in the sideboard that Olaf runs. Steel Artifact. Have we? I don't know if we've had that in another episode. But
don't think so. I don't think so.
Control Magic, which there's also a couple copies of, is really common. But the idea is that a player playing white is really bad against this deck. Right? You really don't want to face tons of swords, disenchants, divine offerings. That stuff's really bad. So if your opponent's playing white, you put your 3 glooms in, and you want to be as light on white as possible. Balance is just amazing, obviously, but you really need to be able to go up to 4 disenchants to deal with flux. So that's the limit of the white. But other than that, you try to deal with. There's some cards for artifact removal other than the disenchant. Steel Artifact was the way to go, just to avoid trying to play white. And then for creature removal, you don't have swords. Although this deck does play white, we're playing terrors, control magics, the abyss, which we could sideboard out the sages if we wanted to. So that's kind of the idea. I think I have my work cut out for me. You have a super, super solid deck, but let's see how this deck runs, and you never know.
To be fair, the sages are key in your deck, I would say, because you can use, as long as the sage is online, you as a white player can't really destroy or remove with Swords to Plowshares the Triskelion and the Tetrabus, because you can just eat them with the Sage. So you just draw cards back. So I guess the key card here is the Sage. And with Animate that, you can easily reanimate Triskelion, shoot another 3, sack it to drain life, or copy artifact it, and afterwards sack it. I think the deck is really solid too.
It's going to be fun. I mean, the hard thing is this deck cannot deal easily with a Dib or an early Sarah, right? So I have to try to get a really good start and get the engine going. And I think we go to the Brewers Tavern and let's see what happens.
Exactly. So let's move on and play some Magic. Here we are. Quick shuffling up.
You want to roll for us? I'll take even as always.
Okay. 5. So I start, which is super good in that kind of matchup, I would say.
Oh, I think so. And we'll, as usual, we'll see how quickly the games go, but we'll try to get at least 2 or 3 of I think these will be fast games.
Yeah.
Game 1s.
2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah.
Just keep those. Just name a pot.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot about that. 1, 2, 3. These are the top ones. So number 1 is top.
Number 2.
Number 2. Sorry?
Number 2 for you.
Okay. I'm sorry. I forget it all the time.
Yeah, it's just good example.
I try.
This I have to take a mull. Second turn tutor when you're on the play isn't going to work.
That's true.
I'm assuming your whole hand will be dumped by then.
Yeah.
One, two, three.
Number 2.
Okay, we will keep this and put one on the bottom. Okay.
Chain you.
All right.
Pass turn.
5 cards, your turn.
Draw. Play a land and disenchant your soldering and pass the turn.
Sage, and your turn. 4 cards.
Yeah. Play a land, play surrender and pass the turn.
How many cards do you have?
3.
Yes, I'm old.
Okay. Yeah. Mana Vault is good. Lotus is good as well.
I'll play Happy Artifact on the Lotus.
Okay.
I have 2 colorless floating.
Yeah.
I suck. That for blue. We'll use 1 blue and both colorless, and we're going to play Twister.
Okay.
But 2 blue floating.
You had no land drop yet, right?
Oh yeah, no land drop. I missed a land drop the last time. I was hoping I was gonna have a land drop. One second. I have 2 blue floating. Cast Demonic too.
Yeah.
Black will twist for 3.
Okay. 1, 7, 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah. Wait. Choose one.
Number 7.
So this one. So 1,
You
6.
roll.
I roll 2 times. Number 2, 1, 1 and 5. Number 2. So you got Lion, Plateau, Factory.
Okay. Pass turn.
Okay. I get 1 damage. Draw for the turn. Play Factory myself. Attack you.
14.
Cards in hand.
5.
5. Try to Psyblast you
10.
and try to Chain Lightning you
7.
and pass the turn.
Go to 6.
Yeah.
Why this deck is so good.
It's so effective. You just don't need to do anything. And Wheel Twister is the best thing which can happen to you because you're just drawing bold, 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 bold all the time.
Should have sacked this my upkeep. That was a mistake. But that's okay.
You can still do it. I don't.
That's okay. Big Sage.
Yeah.
Swing for 1.
Yeah.
And return.
I take 1 damage from the dip, draw a card, play a land, and try to wheel. Oh no, I don't play a land. I just discard. And I draw 7, and you do 3, 6, 7. Okay.
3.
Play Mox, play a Soul Ring and a Sarah Angel and pass the turn.
Alright, we'll sack this.
Yeah.
And I have no way of stopping that. Good game.
Okay.
I think we can get 2 more game ones in there, about 10 minutes each.
For sure. I mean, as I told you, this list is super solid. Even with the slower Serendips, it was just super good.
Yeah, it's just the 12 burn spells is so good.
Yeah.
Once you hit a wheel, then you're really in good shape. Good game. The deck did what it was supposed to.
Also, it's hard for you because you can't get any life. You know what I mean? Like, there's no recursion for you. You can't sword your Tetrabus, for example, to get 4 life, or Divine Offer it just to get 6 life, which would put me more under pressure. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, but I wanted to try Olaf's list. It looked really, really interesting with the sages. Yeah, the sages and the animates. It looked really cool. Pile 2.
Pile 2? Pile number 2 for you as well.
All right, I'll be on the play.
Yeah.
That is a mulligan.
I tried. Yeah, that is a mulligan. Sure.
1, 2, 3.
Number 1.
Okay, I'll go to 5. Just 1 land. Not going to do anything. 1, 2, 3.
Number 2.
All right, come on, give me something that's playable.
I would wish you start with land Mox Twister or something like that.
I'll just take anything that's reasonable. Well, I'm just not going down more. It's really bad though. Oh man. I mean, it's just colorless mana. I just can't keep
No, you
reanimates,
can't
and
keep that.
I just can't. All right, we'll go to 4. Maybe I get the Twister. Now you have to hope for Twister or Ancestral. Now you have to. That's why you have blue power on the deck.
Yeah. And to be fair, if you play old school Magic, you should always consider blue power first, or power first. Number
1, 2,
1,
3.
because the power, a Lotus or an Ancestral never made a deck worse. Do you know what I mean? Your deck gets only better when you run Black Lotus. I can't imagine one deck which gets, or which is better without a Lotus than with a Lotus. If you as the viewers know a deck, please prove me wrong.
I think the Lotus goes in every deck, right? I think that's the one card.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, 4 cards. I have 2 cards. Your turn.
Tundra, Soul Ring, pass turn. That's a good one.
Glad you didn't drop the 3 Mox as Soul Ring.
Yeah. Okay.
Lotus.
Yep. You still have
White.
1 colorless.
Oh, I still do have 1 colorless. Okay.
But, right? Because you have 4 from 4.
I have 1 colorless.
Yeah.
White. Disenchant Soul Ring.
Okay.
So I have white in that color. So I have 2 white.
Yeah.
Loading. And your turn.
Play a factory and disenchant your untapped mana vault. Sage.
Each. Your turn. 2 cards. Not care if I can see your hand.
Chain Lightning your Sage and attack you for 2.
Okay. 16. Oh no, you chain lightning. Yep, that's right.
Yeah, I Chain Lightning to your Sage and attack you with the factory.
Yep, 16.
Yeah.
You guys are for 2.
Okay.
Three cards, your turn.
Play a factory, place a random, pass the turn.
I'll go to 15.
Yep.
That's time walk.
Okay.
I'll go to 14.
Yep.
I have 1 card, your turn.
Give me a second thinking. I bolt you. I go to 19, draw a card, play a land, Psyblast your Tetros,
Yep.
Chain Lightning you, and attack with the dip. Pass turn.
14. All right. I'm kind of really screwed either way.
We've not seen one Triskelion yet. Not one.
That's That's the card in the hand. If I take a damage, if I play it, I'm going to 6, going to 3, and I mean, it's not very good news. And right, I don't think I have a choice. I just have to hope. I don't think I have a choice. Well, go to 6. Ancestral.
Okay.
See what happens. And there's not going to be enough. I can play a trike. That's not going to be enough. Let you pass and take me to 0. So I'm not going to be able to untap both of these.
Actually, I can't. I attack you for 3.
Mm-hmm.
And play another dip and pass the turn.
All right, well, one of these has to be untapped to go to 2. Draw. And I do not have a way to stop that. Good game. All right, let's try one more, and then we'll see how the sideboard. See if the sideboard can help.
Yeah. This deck is so efficient. It's crazy. Like, it does exactly what you want it to do. Bolt, 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 wheel, bolt, bolt, bolt. Done.
Well, the line to bolt had to appear at some point, so whatever was going to face it was going to have a hard match.
Yeah. To the viewers, some games are also not fun for us to record. We love what we're doing, but some matches are really tough. For example, now we are friends. Charles and I are friends, and I feel kind of guilty that I'm the guy who's playing dip here.
You know, the funny thing, I feel guilty to Olaf because he really wanted me to play his deck, and he got a very, very bad matchup.
I mean, at some point we can come back to his deck, and I can play a different deck.
I mean, totally. There's just so many decks that we want to record. So at some point, we're going to definitely circle back.
Yeah. Also to show different matchups, you know what I mean? Because your deck is pretty solid against the control list. For example, the deck, I do not see how the deck wins against a fast Sage of Latnam. You know what I mean? Because all his removal are basically worthless. You can animate that, the cards, so it's basically should be a super good matchup.
Pile 1.
Pile 1 for you as well.
All right, I'll be on the play.
Yes.
One more shot, and then we'll see how the board games do. Regardless, it's good to show what line to bulk can do anyway. It's really, really good.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, we will keep this one. Are you keeping?
Yes, I keep.
Turn.
Play land, pass turn.
Careful, I could see a City of Brass in your hand.
Oh, sorry.
Draw?
Yeah.
And Soul Ring, and 6 cards, your turn.
Demonic Tutor. And pass the turn.
Let's one cards draw.
Yeah.
Play a land.
Yes, it's good.
6 cards, your turn.
Play a land and Chaos Orb your library. Yes. Pass the turn.
Land for turn.
Mm-hmm.
Mox. Got 19.
Yep.
Etribus. And swing for 1.
Okay. My turn?
I don't think I'm not going to swing. No, I'm not going to swing.
Okay.
Stay at 19. I'm supposed to not swing and draw when you remove it.
I try to thwart your sage.
Okay, well that. Do I care about the emerald? I'll draw a card for the emerald.
Okay. I take 3 damage and Psyblast your Tetrabus. And it's your turn.
16, I draw the card for the sage. I'll draw for turn. Okay, land for turn.
Yep.
Bring geyser for 4.
Yes.
I did play a land. 2, 3, 4. Play a jet.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to say pass turn, 7 cards.
Draw. I try to play Ancestral.
Sure.
3, 2, 4, 2, 4, 6, 7. 7 cards. Pass the turn.
How many cards do you have now?
5.
5 cards. Okay. Draw. Play a land.
Yep.
You will vault.
Yep.
Go 5 cards. Full balance, I have 5 cards and 5 lands.
Okay. So the surrender was dead. Yep.
That's only.
Yep.
And I have 4 cards. Your turn.
Sack Lotus. Psyblast your Tetrabus. Go to 12. And play Sarah and...
One.
Oh, yeah.
One second. I'm going to manage Rain the side blast.
Okay.
You stay at 16.
No, I was
That's
at
good.
14. I was at 14.
Okay.
But I play Lion and Sarah and go to 13. Pass the turn.
Draw. We'll take your Sarah out.
Yeah.
For 3.
Yeah. Go to 9.
Or 9 or 10? Oh, 9.
9. I took 1 damage from that. Yeah, Sage is good.
And turn. 2 cards.
Factory and surrender. And attack you.
Okay, 15.
Pass turn.
How many cards do you have?
0.
Draw a card.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put them out of my pool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Land for turn.
Yeah. I stripped the factory directly.
Okay. Oh, you have a 3. It's a 3/4, so it doesn't work.
Pass turn?
Pass.
Thinking. Pass turn.
This is going. All right. I'm gonna split this.
Yeah.
Draw.
Yeah.
Sacking.
Okay. Yeah.
Draw.
Yeah.
All right. You have no cards, right?
0 cards.
Play a land for turn. Cast a monitor.
Yeah. You still have 1 mana float.
I still have 1 floating. Oh, from the soul one.
Yeah.
Okay. Then do it like that.
Yeah.
We'll take this. Copy artifact.
Yeah.
We'll copy the Tetrabus.
Okay.
And go say pass turn.
Okay. Go to 7. Draw. Nine.
Okay.
Late. I blocked it for 4. Yep, that's fine. I think I can survive.
Okay. We're gonna keep leaving this a 4/4. We're gonna swing with everyone.
I blocked it for 4 and go to 1.
Yep. Transmute artifact. I'll get a Triskelion.
Yeah, that works.
All right, 1 out of 3 is not so bad.
That's true. That's true. Give me a second. Let's sideboard.
I'll tell you, if you go in a game with against Blinded Bolt, you do feel good though.
Yeah.
Good pre-board games. It's around a half an hour, so that's perfect. Most of the time.
Yeah. Oh, it's not easy to board. And
Yeah, I don't really know
I'm
what.
completely unsure if I'm doing it right or wrong here. Maybe if we know a super good line dip player, please comment under the video if I did something wrong.
Oh, I'm sure this is not going to be a perfect sideboarding.
Okay. I start, right?
Yeah, I guess I'm going to try this. All right, this should be interesting. I'll pile one.
Okay.
We'll start. And of course, if you're playing this deck, you're so concerned about flux. This deck is very greedy with the artifacts.
I boarded so weird. I swear to God, but yeah, for sure I boarded in the Flux and the Shadow Storms.
Oh, I forgot about those. Well, I wouldn't expect Shatterstorm, I'll be honest, but I would expect Flux. Shatterstorm's a really cool card.
That's true.
All right,
Number
1, 2, 3.
Number 2.
You're keeping, right?
Yeah, I keep that.
If I had a Mox, I would keep it, but yeah, it's just too slow. Not going to do anything for 3 turns.
Yeah, that's true.
And Gloom turn 3 doesn't do anything when you're on the play. Anything white you have will be out.
Yeah. Oh, actually, my sideboard plan was pretty awesome.
It was awesome.
Yeah, I forgot about your glooms. But I did something good under gloom.
All right, we'll see that. 1, 2, 3.
Number 3.
This deck needs Gloom because you can't just give your opponent 4 swords, 4 disenchants,
4 divine offering.
or 4 of anything. You have to try to play a little bit against that. Sad as this. The first card was this.
Oh god.
We will go to 5. At least I'm on the draw. I'm not shuffling, no land.
In the last 3 episodes, you really had mulligan problems, though.
Yeah, I'm not being greedy with the hands. It is just not playable.
Yeah, exactly. You can't keep a no-lander. Number 1.
Number 1, and I can't keep a hand on the draw that plays Gloom Turn 3 with no removal or anything. Or no,
you only had
aggression.
2 lands, right? You had 2 lands and 2 glooms, which means
Yeah,
you need to draw from the top a land, and if you're not, you're busted. I mean, yes, of course, you have like 3 draw steps, but still.
Okay, we will 2 on the bottom.
Okay.
And I will put these 2 on the bottom.
Go.
Ancestral.
Yeah.
2, 3, and your turn. Yep.
Go.
Pass?
Yeah, pass turn. Yeah.
It's your turn.
How many cards in hand?
7.
Activate the orb on your library.
Draw. It's gone.
Then I try to attack you for 4.
Okay, 14.
Pass turn.
Activate factory.
Okay.
At the artifact factory.
Okay.
Your turn.
Play Lotus. Play Anarchy Flux.
Okay.
Attack you for 4.
At 10.
And Chain Lightning you for 3.
7.
Pass the turn.
I'll activate factory. Won't pay.
Yeah, okay.
I think that works, right? Because it goes
What
on. I think
works
it's only
for sure is put your mana in
it's
the
at
pool.
the end of your upkeep.
Yeah. End of upkeep, you just activate.
Right, because you missed the trigger.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, that works.
Okay. Okay, so this one's activated.
Yeah.
Play a land for turn.
Yeah.
I will take copy artifact on the factory.
Yeah.
Okay, pass turn.
Thinking. Pass turn.
Land.
Yeah.
Activate factory.
Okay. I take it.
Okay, we will
4, 5.
we'll make it 5. We'll make it 4.
Okay. So 16.
And your turn.
Play a ruby and attack.
Terror your line.
Okay, so you take 2.
5.
And pass the turn.
Land for turn.
Yeah.
Activate 2 factors. We'll swing for 4.
Okay, I take 4.
And how many cards do you have?
2.
Turn.
Pass the turn.
Play a Mox.
Yeah.
I'll activate. Two cards.
Actually, 3 cards.
You have 3 cards.
Hmm. Yeah.
Activate 1.
Okay.
Swing. We're gonna activate it like this.
I take 2.
5.
5. So I go to 7.
And your turn.
End of turn. Psyblast you.
Okay.
Psyblast you.
You got it.
Those factories made me think.
The burn is just so good.
The burn is so good. The worst burn you have in deck is chain lightning because it's sorcery speed. Why did you play the Mox there?
Because I wanted to get an extra point of damage, and I had a disenchant for your factory when you attacked, and I didn't want to take one from the city, so I was just going to sacrifice the Mox, save 1 point, because I really didn't want to go to 4.
Yeah.
You know,
You want to stay out of reach for 1 Psyblast.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm not saying it was a good one, but you have so many. When the game gets into draw go, you have so many cards that can pull you out at that point with the burn. So yeah. It's a challenging deck, but very, very good game.
The Mishras were so good.
I mean, that was. So I had the best draw, basically, right? I had multiple Mishras, and you had 2 Fluxes. That still wasn't enough.
Yeah.
The plan still wasn't good enough.
What you could have done is when you attack in that spot, but I don't know if you had enough mana to attack for 8 and force me to activate my factory.
I don't think I did.
I'm unsure, as I said.
Pile 1, 2, 3.
Pile number 1.
Pile 2 for you. Alright, so maybe we'll do this game and one more.
Yes. No, I think we should do this and then the sideboard tech to stay in the 1 hour.
You will take them all.
I'm thinking. This is a super greedy hand.
Well, it's our last one, so you have to decide if you want to be super greedy or not.
Yeah. You're a mulligan. I think I need to mulligan as well. I mean, to keep that would be super greedy, right? The 1-lander with 2 lions and hoping to draw from the top.
Yeah.
Oh lord, I should have kept it.
1, 2, or 3. All right. You drew a couple lands right off the top?
Yeah, another land, another Savannah line, and another land. So
Oof, that would have been really good.
This would be amazing.
I'm going to keep this.
Me too.
Let me just put one on the bottom.
Yep.
1 second.
No.
Put this on the bottom. All right, last game. Let's see if I can steal one more from Blind Deadbolt.
Okay. Oh, this is a quick
One card. I'm sure you have Dib on the first turn, though.
Pass turn.
It's your turn. 2 cards.
Time walk. City of Brass, Energy Flux, pass turn.
We'll disenchant it.
Yeah.
All right, this is going to be costly, though. 19. It's your turn. Maybe you're at 19, too.
Surrender, pass turn.
Okay, I am going to go to 18. To your turn.
18, draw a card. Play a land. Attack.
15.
Pass turn.
All right, we're not good. We're going to go to 14. It's not good. Okay, your turn.
End of turn, bolt and psyblast you. I take 4.
And bolt and sideblow at 7.
Yep. $13.
At 4.
Pass turn.
Okay, I have no choice. Well, if I do that, then I'm just dead. So I have to go to 3. And I'm just dead. Good game.
Wait, you can't control magic to surrender, right?
I could go to 1, but then on my next upkeep, I'm just dead.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I can't do that at 3, so
Yep.
fortunately, I needed the other blue mana early. Never saw it. Well, the blinded bolt was just a little bit too good, but I did steal 1 out of 5 games, so I should be okay with that. Yeah, let's do the sideboard tech.
Shatter. Flux. There won't be no more other cards than this, what I boarded in. Like 2 Shatter Storm, 3 Energy Flags, and this is basically it.
And that's really good, though.
I boarded out Demonic Mind Twist and Swords and 2 Seras. I know maybe for the viewers it sounds weird that I boarded out Mind Twist and Demonic, but I thought you were boarding in City in a Bottle and you have Transmute artifacts. So I rather want a card which gives me the total blowout here than having cards which I rather can cast or which I can't cast under Gloom. To be fair, I did not think about Gloom and I just thought, okay, Sarah is a 5 mana drop and I never cast it when you play a City in a Bottle. So I basically boarded around the City in a Bottle and it turned out that my boarding plan was absolutely brilliant against Gloom as well. Yeah, but this was basically the plan. I boarded in the 3 Energy Flags because I thought, okay, and the 2 Shatterstorm, these are the 5 best cards I can have against the super greedy artifact deck. I did not bring in blue blasts and red blasts because I was not afraid of red spells because I saw none in the first 3 games. I was not afraid of your blue spells. So I decided that I don't want to control one of your artifacts, I rather want to destroy them. I also did not see any swords to closures here because the swords are kind of hard to play under Gloom and they give you life. And giving you 4 life is a lot. It means that I need 2 more bolts to deal lethal damage or 1 Psyblast, so that's why I decided not to bring those in. And yeah, the reason why I boarded out the Demonic and the Mind Twist were City in a Bottle because I don't have a Black Mox. I only have City of Brass to cast those 2 cards, and I don't want to have the problem that you are just City in a Bottling me and I never cast those cards. Sword, the same reason I boarded this sword out. is the reason why I don't bring those in. I don't want to give you any life. And the 2 Sarahs were just 2 mana intense to keep them in the main board. That's why I decided to have more Shatter Storm and more Energy Flags. Yeah, this is basically my deck. And the sideboard.
It was a good plan. I think I brought in a lot of cards. I mean, the main was clearly an underdog, which I knew. So I tried to bring in as much as I could to see if that would help. So I have 5 cards that deal with creatures post board. I wanted to bring in the Abyss, which deals with all of your creatures other than your factories, and therefore I definitely was going to take out the Sages. Control magics could be. It would have been if I had a blue mana at the time of the first time I could have cast Control Magic. The game could have been that last game interesting.
Yeah.
The Terrors, which avoid the gloom, and I needed Disenchants because I thought that not only do you have factories, but I was expecting Flux. I knew you had 3 because we shared the deck photos right before, but I would expect some, and I don't want to be dead to just 2 Disenchants and a Chaos Orb for the main. I only have 1 bottle, but I have almost no Arabian cards, so this was going to come in when I see dibs. And of course, Glooms, which I'm trying to play an early Glooming and buy some time against all your white spells. But the Line to Bolt deck is so good because it's like, even if you get Gloom, you have dibs and factories, and you have your burn. So it's so good because there really isn't a key card against it.
Yeah, and also you have the Lions. I mean, the only dead card in the main board against Gloom is the Disenchant, when you're expecting your opponent to have Glooms in the sideboard, because in my opinion, it's only a corner case that your opponent brings down Gloom turn 1. Maybe I'm wrong, but having 3 mana turn 1 and putting down Gloom
it's difficult. It's difficult. Yeah. You have to get very lucky. And the cards I took out, so I wanted to play the Abyss, so I took out the Sages. The Animates kind of act as extra copy artifacts, and it's all the removal. It's just too dangerous anyway, and I need to make room. The Draw 7's the worst card in the deck against Line to Bolt. I mean, this literally is garbage. Since I was taking out the Sages, I took out 1 Vault and Drain, which is nice to have, but I thought Gloom, any of these cards would be better than waiting for you to do something. The Spicy card, you had a deck where this didn't make sense, but it would have been really fun to try to steal a Jam Day Tome or, a Suchi. That would have been really funny. That's kind of the sideboard plan. It's great to see Line to Bolt in an episode. It's obviously one of the tier 1 decks, maybe the best deck. Maybe the deck is, maybe ATOG, or maybe Line to Bolt. There's only a few tier 1s, but super fun to see. And you said that you weren't a Line to Bolt player, but you played it really well. So I think you are.
I don't know. To be fair, the deck carries you a lot. Like you don't need to do a lot to be good with this deck, to be honest. But I am totally with you as an advice to the viewers. Whenever you play against the deck which showed you Chain Lightning, Lightning Bolt, and Psyblast, board out the Twister. When you play Twister, just board it out.
Yeah, Twister and Wheel are awful against a deck that's playing 12 burn.
Yeah.
I think this was a cool deck, a cool episode for number 30 to show one of the tier 1s. It's an even number list. Thank you everyone for watching. I'm sure in episode number 31 we will have more spicy brews for you.
Yes.
And we hope you enjoyed. Hit the subscribe, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you very much. Bye bye. See you next time.